Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to FloRc. I'm Kobe, and today we are going to be learning how to do a no-name. So I haven't done this in 2-3 years. So I figured that now that we're in quarantine, there's nothing really to do. I'd come and help you guys out with a couple tutorials that you guys can practice on RealFlight and hopefully take out to the field once this thing is done. So, I know I haven't been very active lately. I've been in college. I'm not flying so much. I don't have 100 cc right now. But I really wanted to try and get back into the groove, maybe motivate myself and help you guys out. So, how about we start? So, a no-name. What is a no-name? Who came up with that name? Well, the people who figured it out and started doing it were like, this move is so weird that we don't even know what to call it, so we're going to call it a no-name. So, as you just saw, that's what a no-name looks like, okay? So it's just going to be from inverted, and then we're going to go sticks to the corner, and then usually some people do it just belly to them so they can do the other no-name at the top very quickly. So we're going to break both of these maneuvers down step by step, okay? So I'm going to do it in slow motion. It's not going to look, not slow motion, but you know what I mean. I'm going to do it a little slower. And it's not going to look very good because it's going to be slow. But I'm going to decide to roll to the left, okay? So I'm going to do it over here. One second. Okay. So right here, it's going to look like this. I'm going to roll to the left. Okay? That's what it should look like. So how do we do that? Kobe, you're not teaching us anything. You're a terrible teacher. Okay, I get it. I'm terrible. I haven't done this in a while. So let's break it down, shall we? So, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to think about what we're doing, okay? So it's basically a shoulder snap into a sort of rolling Harrier-ish, okay? So basically what a shoulder snap is a positive snap is sticks to the both directions, a little bit of whatever you need, and then the negative snaps are going to be like this and sticks out or in. So a shoulder snap is when you do a negative snap but you do it with the same rudder. Okay, so that's what a shoulder snap is. So we're kind of going to start with a shoulder snap like this, and then we're going to come around once the airplane starts rolling. We're going to get the up elevator in there, and then we're going to reverse the rudder and then figure it out until we're straight up and vertical. Okay? So this is going to happen pretty quick. So it's going to be, okay? Well, it obviously depends on the airplane that you're flying, but usually it's going to happen fairly quickly. If I can. Well, we can't get the radio back, so so now we're going to do it in slow motion so you guys can see exactly how it's done if some of you are all still confused about where things come in. But eventually it'll be second nature, okay? So here we go. So from inverted, we're going to do left aileron, left rudder, down elevator. Right here in the roll, we're going to start to switch over, and then we're going to go like this. Bam. Easy, simple. So again, bam, catch it like this. And obviously it's in slow motion, but the airplane should really dig its tail in if you have a lot of authority and maybe if you're a little tail heavier. And usually it shouldn't kind of roll out. It should just kind of figure itself out, and the way that it's distributed should do it like this. And the way that it does that is when the up elevator really comes in. So the down elevator doesn't do much, but as soon as I get into that up elevator, once it rolled out, that's how it's gonna happen. So I hope you guys understand that no name. There's also another variation to this no name. So usually you want to do it from inverted. I mean, unless you're special and you just are the best pilot in the world and know how to do it from every angle, which a lot of people do, but I'm trying to keep it simple for you guys. So this is another no name that you will see a lot. So it's a no name to knife edge, okay? So basically it's the same thing except for sorry, except for you're going to stop at knife edge. So we're still going to put a little bit of up elevator in there, but we're not going to complete it, okay? We're not going to complete it, and we're just going to stop. So if you guys want to go back, check that out, how I did that. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's the same thing. So now we're going to do the one at the top, okay? So this one's a little more complex. It usually happens a lot faster than the other no name. So you really need to pay attention when you learn this and try it in real life, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong and it's just going to look really bad. So it's the same thing. We're going to come around with the rudder and the elevator, okay? If you can see that. I'm going to try and do it pretty close. Okay? So like this, and then it's going to look like this. Back to level, going whichever direction you please. So yeah, so hopefully you guys understand a little bit better how a lot of us pilots do these really weird kind of rolling things to different positions perfectly. It's usually a variation of this, and you can play around with it a lot. That's what makes it such a cool maneuver, because there's so many different variations to the maneuver. You can do a no-name outbound, and just a bunch of different things that you guys can play around with. So hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully I haven't gotten too shabby at this teaching thing, but it's not meant to be a crash course for it. It's just meant to be, here's the maneuver, here's what it should look like, here's some common misconceptions, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, please like. I'll have a lot more tutorials coming out as long as this quarantine is still in effect. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching.